Hello boys and girls, and welcome back to week number 2 in April. I'm having so much fun with you. Last time I saw you, we worked on creating the 3D sphere using circles, and today I'm going to show you another three-dimensional form that you can use and you can apply to other sculptures and other creative projects, okay? So for today's project, I'm using a lime green piece of paper, but you can use all different colors. It could be plain white, whatever you have is gonna work, okay? So the first thing I wanna do is show you how to divide the paper up evenly for the pieces for the project. So I'm gonna move the camera down and show you what to do. Take your piece of paper, hold it up and down vertically, and fold it in half. Okay. Once it's folded in half, bring the bottom to the top and fold it in half one more time. Really be neat with this, okay? Now fold it in half again. And then fold it in half one more time. Okay? Now when you open this up, and if you did it right, and my paper's kind of thick here, so you might want to use a thinner piece of paper, but when you open this piece of paper up, you will have all the lines that you need. See? So you want to cut all of those little pieces apart, so you'll have individual rectangles, okay? So let me do that, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay. Now that you cut it, you should have all of these rectangles that are even and about the same size. So for the project, you'll need 12 of them. You're going to end up with 4 left over, okay? So you take the first 4, and I like to group them so I know what I'm working with. Put them together, and then you want to fold it across the center. So I like to do this one at a time like that. You see how I did that? I just made like a letter L. So actually do that to all the pieces, okay? So you just want to take your time. And bend them into letter L's, okay? So let's do that quickly. And then once you do all this hard stuff, which isn't hard at all, you're going to be constructing. And it's so easy. And you're going to get a beautiful 3D cube that you can use, like I said, for so many different types of things. And that's what this month is about. This month is about learning how to make forms and shapes that are 3D and keep it in a toolbox of ideas. Okay, so let me move these off to the side. And I want to work with the first 4, okay? So you're gonna, ooh, I dropped one, let me get it. Okay, so here we go. Take a little glue, stick it on the piece like that, lay this guy on top, okay? The piece that gets glued always ends up on top. So here's my next one, glue it on top. Here's my next one, glue it on top. And then this one, make the first one go on top. You see how I made a square? Easy, right? Now repeat it again with the next 4. Okay. Glue, stick. Make those corners even, that's important. A cube is nice and squared off on the corners, okay? Notice I just put a little glue off on a piece of paper, just to make it a bit easier on myself. There. Okay? So now I have 2 squares, and these are gonna be the pieces that go vertical. So I'm gonna give this a second to dry, and then I'll show you the next step. So these had a second to sit, and they're nice and tacky now. And now all I have to do is put the vertical pieces on. So I put a little glue on the back of the L, Do you see that? And I'm gonna stick it into the corner. Like that. Now move to the next corner. And stick it on. Move to the next corner. And stick it on. See how doing that prep work ahead of time really made the cube even. It's kind of like a quick way of learning to measure paper. Now I'm just gonna kind of press those a little. And now, just go ahead, put a little glue on the tops. Yep. And now, put the top on. So I like to just kind of put it in place first. And I like to even flip it over and work with those on the bottom. Isn't that beautiful already? Look at that. So you can see, I mean, I'm basically done here. That, I really should give that a second, but I'll hold it up. Look at that. I made this really cool 3D form of a cube. And here's one I made off camera. That's white with just plain white paper, because I wanted to show you, you can stack them, you can hang them, you can make different things on paper with them, and combined with the 3D sphere, you can start to do all kinds of fun things. So this is lesson 2, the 3D cube. Give it a try. I know you're gonna love it, and I know you're gonna think of 1,000 different things to use it for. And I will see you next week. Okay, boys and girls, have fun learning, have fun creating your 3D cubes, and I'll see you soon. Bye, boys and girls.